It had become increasingly difficult to differentiate arrests by police from kidnaps by people with criminal intentions. This is because of the failure or refusal by police to follow guidelines which are clearly set out in the Criminal Procedure Act and the Police Act. As a result, last July, the Inspector General of Police, Martin Okoth-Ochola, issued fresh orders to police to follow specific guidelines on arrests and treatment of suspects. These included police officers having to properly identify themselves using a warrant card and the units they are attached to, ensuring there is sound evidence or reasonable grounds before effecting any arrest, informing the suspect of the nature of the offence, escorting the suspect to the nearest local police station, transferring the suspect immediately to where the investigations or the complaint were made, and informing relatives of the arrest. However, much as the guidelines are in place, there are still gaps in following them, as highlighted by a recent arrest near Entebbe. On Tuesday this week, Justin Nakazi, a resident of Lugonjo in Katabi Parish in Wakiso District, was arrested by people she thought were kidnappers. According to Nakazi, she received a phone call from people who told her that she had stolen a car from a special hire driver in Kamocha in Kampala. She innocently directed the callers to her home in Lugonjo to clear the allegations. To her surprise, when the people reached her home, they dropped the car theft offense and instead told her she was wanted for stealing a phone.
We are parking, batandikirawo. Mama wange sigwa motoka. Wasimwe no genkolaki. Jenina. Nibanjira ye empapula. Nanga mulaba empapula zino.
Before she was whisked away in the waiting car, Nakazi's husband, who opted to remain anonymous, intervened.
I asked them, get me the documents that you have come with concerning this phone. Then when I read the documents, I saw it was a Nokia phone that was used in the thuggery they are talking of, was recorded to their document. Then I asked them, this is a GT phone, not a Nokia. Then how can you say that you are taking this lady when she's not having a Nokia phone?
Nakazi and her husband say it was them who insisted that they should first be escorted to the local police post in Lugonjo, which the arresting officers did.
Netugendayo bandeka mu motoka nebogera n'abapoliisi samanya bye bayogera.
This OC, the lady who is there, I had to tell them that okay, that's fine. Then she told me, but according to me, to my thinking and what I see, this phone is not the issue. There should be something else. Because such type of phone cannot go into such a deal.
We visited Lugonjo police post where we found a CID officer identified as Jimmy Onyango, who said the people in question were two police officers from Kanyanya, but Onyango only had a record of one of them identified as Naigaga, who was reportedly transferring Nakazi to Kanyanya police station.
And this is the SD reference for Kanyanya police station which they came with.
Are you sure it is Kanyanya? Did you verify?
I did not verify.
To properly identify the people behind Nakazi's arrest, we tried to send mobile money to the number which the officers used to initially call Naigaga before they arrested her. The number gave names of Bernard Terry Twesije. The other number that was recorded at Lugonjo Police gave the names of Hajira Naigaga. According to Nakazi and her husband, after Lugonjo Police Station, the officers did not transfer her to Kanyanya as required by police guidelines, which call for the immediate transfer of a suspect to the station where the crime was committed or where the complaint was reported.
Tutuse ngabanga ng'omukazi agamba omusajja omukazi nga walombodde mukazi munaku tufune kye tumukolera tumuleke lagenda ngamba kye tusaba kyokka ssente z'amafuta ngamba bintu bino mbiwulira kati ssente zituuka bannemerere nakigirako kuki kufa tumuwe emitwalo aga abiri.
Yeah, I thought they have parked by the roadside, but they were saying washing bay, that's where they had parked. He told me that, your wife, we saw this case, we can't proceed with this case, but she has to get us some money for fuel. I told them that if you have come to an understanding with her like that, me have no problem.
We visited Kanyanya police station along Gayaza Road to establish whether Hajira Naigaga was an officer at the station and to find out why the suspect was released along the way. At Kanyanya, we were able to identify Naigaga after she was summoned to the CID office. We were only able to take phone pictures of her, but she was not allowed to speak to us about matters concerning Nakazi's arrest. Instead, we were referred to the police spokesperson, whom we contacted at the Kampala Central Police Station. However, while at CPS, we again spotted Naigaga, although we had left her in Kanyanya. The Kampala Metropolitan Police spokesperson, Patrick Onyango, explained why police officers had initially lied to Nakazi about the nature of the offense.
No, those are tactics. Those are tactics that I don't need to explain.
On why the phone records the police officers had were different from the specifications of Nakazi's phone, this is what Patrick Onyango had to say.
It seems that the number of the suspected stolen, of the G-type was, the Nokia was flashed after stealing, and that's how the lady came to get the serial number.
We also wanted to know if reasonable evidence had been collected before the officers carried out the arrest, why she had been released along the way.
Because they saw she is an old woman, very poor. The woman is almost agement of their mothers. Our officers, when I interrogated them, they said they could not ask the old woman who was equivalent to their mother money. Somebody could have maybe filmed or recorded using a phone and bring that proof. Our officers would be, I would task them to explain that.
The whole experience caused panic and fear among Nakazi's friends and relatives who were afraid that she had been kidnapped. The case also highlights the need for the enforcement of clearly laid down arresting guidelines for police officers and other security agents.